blinded by light, ran up like a deuce, another runner in the night. I love that song because it reminds me of myself sometimes. You see, I tend to be blinded by the light, and I'm not quite sure what a deuce is, but I'm always revved up about something. And instead of a runner in the night, kind of like a writer in the night. You see, I write poetry in the dark when the sun goes down and the cows come home, and especially when the fat lady sings, because I like my women to be thick. I write poetry in the dark because that's when I get abstract and listen to my abs crack under the weight of bad facts. I write poetry in the dark on the graveyard shift because I'm a vampire. I suck the blood out of $1 and tell the sun to piss off. I write poetry in the dark because I know somebody somewhere thinks I'm just another statistic, another stereotype, chicken in one hand and watermelon in the other, disrespecting women, killing all of my brothers, but that's not me. I write poetry in the dark because that's when you can see me for who I am and you for who you be. I write poetry in the dark because I got a poetic license. Been charged with writing recklessly, writing under the influence, writing with no insurance, but my license has never been revoked. I write poetry in the dark because I've eaten out of dumpsters and I've eaten T-bone steaks, and given the choice between the two, I would gladly take the steaks. I know I've made mistakes, but I write poetry in the dark because Gwendolyn Brooks told me to always write the truth. And writing in the dark reminds me of my skin, black. Nothing more true than that. I write poetry in the dark because I love that movie, 300. You ever seen it? You see, I've applied it to my own life. You see, apparently the man is trying to keep me down, and he brings the heads and pens of conquered poets to my city steps. He insults my poems. He threatens my poetry with slavery and death. He tells me to choose my next words carefully because they may be my last as a spoken word artist. And so I breathe steady and easy. You see, it isn't fear that grips me, but rather this heightened sense of things. And so I use my pen as a sword and place it underneath his chin. Then he gets scared and cries out, "This is blasphemy! This is madness!" And I kick him in the chest into that bottomless pit and scream, "Madness! This is poetry!" I write poetry in the dark with bipolar disorder because lithium didn't help me, it only held me back. I write poetry in the dark because I shoot verbs into my veins. I write poetry in the dark because you can't stop me, na-na-na-na-na-na. I write poetry in the dark because I'm a lone wolf. Grr. I write poetry in the dark because of Lord, I want you to have mercy on me. I write poetry in the dark for melted mountains, obliterated oceans, and pretty pissed off plains. I write poetry in the dark because I must be insane. Let me explain. You see, I write poetry in the dark because I always have been and forever will be blinded by light. Thank you very much. The way I used to be. I just need that final chance to show you. I know I was a broken clock tower, some sort of idol to the complacent. But then I started to contemplate the meaning of your rhythm and rainbows. Yeah, rainbows. I seen two in the same sky the other day, and it made me think of you and me and paint cans of ink. It made me think perhaps my clockwork heart was wound too tightly. And now I need some more efficient way to tell you I fucked up. I'm sorry. I wish I was Sam Cooke. With that old school golden soul, it would be so much easier for me to croon and just tell you, if you ever change your mind about leaving me behind, oh, bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving girl. Bring it on home to me. But I'm not Sam Cooke. I'm just some young cat with an old soul that I'm desperately trying to share with you. Share it with you because there's no one more important. I know I was a crumbling castle amidst the rising tide of your sexy voice inside of my angry mind, and I didn't like the way angry felt. I didn't like the feel of barbed wire wrapped around your voice, wrapped around your beautiful and me, I got this thing about loving you. I like the way loving you feel like bear hugs and promises, like rose petals dancing on your shoulder blades, like a dream wrapped up in chocolate. It makes me understand the word safe and then the word lust. Now, I am not the way I used to be. I need you to see me now as broken robot, learning to reboot. When I saw those two rainbows in the same sky, I knew anything was possible. I actually believe you will come back home. There has been no fire since you left. And your black dress, the one with the lace, is still in the hall closet, but that's just not good enough. I need the radiance of your skin to guide me through the night, and I know I talk too much when all I should really be saying is, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm not Sam Cooke, but I love you. You are everything. I'm trying to be a solid foundation to your fertile garden. You are everything. I, Thirsty Canyon, I, Morning News, and that ginger tea you love so much. I am not Sam Cooke. Instead, call me Bonfire, the clown, imitating life, fucking badly. I am all of these things and more, but you are everything. So remember, if you ever change your mind, but leaving me behind, oh, bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving girl. Bring it on home to me. Thank y'all very much.